How's it going, guys? It's Xbox Jared here. This video is kind of embarrassing to make. I mean, it's something that I'm ashamed of myself for and I'm embarrassed about, but maybe it's good to shame yourself sometimes. And look, I'm not trying to judge all MMA fighters, but the reason why I stopped doing stuff like the 8-point blocking system, which is an element of karate, it's simply because I gained weight and it was harder for me to do it. I made a video about elements of MMA blocking called active blocking and passive blocking. These are all good ways to, block and counter. Don't get me wrong. But I believe the best way to block and counter is by the 8-point blocking system, which comes from karate, but is originally developed by, I believe, like Shaolin monks from Shaolin Kung Fu. It goes all the way back thousands of years, if I'm not mistaken. Really, karate, if you think about it, it kind of just is watered down kung fu. But look, I'm not here trying to, start arguments or heated debates. So the 8-point blocking system, I can go ahead and show you guys real quick. It's actually very simple. It's just outward block, that's 2, and that's for blocking attacks on like the chest level. Because in karate, they actually attack the chest a lot. Also in Wing Chun, they do like the chain punches, to the central core nervous system. But anyways, then you have the upper block, that's 4, that protects the head. I know some of you guys may be thinking, well, why not just do that? I used to wonder that too. And really, I'm not quite sure why that is, but I guess that's more effective. I don't really know, man. I haven't sparred much, so I can't really comment on that. And then you have the inside block, which really, I guess, just protects the chest too. It's kind of funny how they have the same thing. I guess doing different ones, it opens up different areas to attack maybe, or allows you to do different maneuvers. Your guess is as good as mine, but I mean, I would say that probably is the reason. And then, so that's 6 I just covered. And so the last 2 are what you call the downward block, which is, I think some people call it like starting up the lawnmower. It's kind of like starting up a lawnmower there, which is basically to block like from the growing down. I think you could block maybe like to the belly button down using it though, really. So that's the 8-point blocking system. Now, some styles even use something called a 10-point blocking system, but again, I don't know what that is, but I think the 8-point blocking system covers enough. I don't understand what else they would use unless it's just like some fancy shit, like maybe doing something in reverse. I have no idea. Someone in the comments you can tell me because I really don't know, but so you guys are probably wondering, well, why go to all this trouble, when you can just use active blocking like in MMA where you just slap the hands down. And in the video, I was saying how you can do that with any sort of attack too, like with hooks. It's just about pushing it away, or with the uppercut or whatever. Well, the truth is you could do that, but in order to do that, you'd have to be closer to your enemy. And by closer, I don't know if that's even really the right word. I guess I mean like with your chest facing your enemy more. Because in karate, you're completely sideways. And with me, because I'm a big guy, it's hard for me to stand sideways with a wide stance. Wide stance is also very important too. That also gives you power as well. But it's the sideways movement. Because when you're sideways, you have more of an angle to attack, as opposed to when you're 9 degrees. It's just, you're not going to get the same power as you would if you were standing. And I see MMA guys do this too. I think some of them are smart about this. They understand. And one of these people is none other than Conor McGregor. I see him use elements of karate in his fighting. And I strongly believe this is why he's one of the best UFC fighters. So guys, take notes here. You could really learn from this, okay? This isn't just some awkward guy with his shirt off spouting a bunch of nonsense, as much as you guys might like to think so. I'm actually spitting some serious truth here. So guys, if you're serious, in fighting and you want to be a good fighter, whether it's karate, MMA, or whatever, you can utilize this in your fighting style. It doesn't matter what style you do. You can utilize it. Sideways stance, because stance is very important. As far as where to hold your arms, you know, I don't think it matters that much. You know, you could use like the kung fu crap or whatever, but really, you want to. I think personally, with me, you want to keep a happy medium, because when you got your arms all wide like that, you really are creating a lot of openings for yourself. And I think it's just good to keep like a, what do they call it? You know, like the inside space. Like you want to picture like a bubble around you, and you don't want your arms to leave that bubble. You want to keep it fairly close, but not too close together. Because if you keep it too close, then I don't think your attacks will do much. Same with blocks either. You know, that's the funny thing is with the 8-point blocking system, you really are using a lot of force to where your blocks are like, in a sense, an attack as well. So when you put a lot of force in your blocks, you can actually use that as an attack. You know, they say the best way to beat the boxer is to ruin his arms. And so when you're blocking against their arms, you're kind of destroying their arsenal, so to speak. You know, when you hit that wrist really hard, they're not going to be able to punch as well. You know, with that sore muscle, they can't get that same kind of punch in. So if you destroy their arsenal, you know, destroy their arms, you're kind of destroying their main weapons. And that's a really clever way to fight, guys. So that's something to take note of as well. With Wing Chun too, you know, destroying their arms, I think that's a really great way to destroy them, because they use their arms in a lot of stuff with trapping and crap like that. So it's good to think smart, you know. It's all about being the smarter fighter. I just need to lose weight. That's what I need to do. I need to lose weight because I can barely even stand in like horse stance, which is a stance where you spread your feet apart and kind of bend down a little bit. That's the best stance to be in. A horse stance. I've heard it called horse riding stance, whatever it is. But you want to stand sideways. And some, you know, schools, they may teach you to face forward when you do that, but that's not how you do it. You stand sideways. And you know, Bruce Lee, known as the father of MMA, he taught how there's, you know, different maneuvers you do when you're in different, you know, areas from your opponent. Different, you know, having a brain fart here, man. You know, different spaces away from your opponent, the distance you are from your opponent, that allows you to do different things. And he really revolutionized martial arts by doing that. And you know, that's why people call him the father of MMA. It's because he was, you know, a pretty smart thinker. And he was he was a good fighter. I'll give him that. He was good. I have my opinions about him, you know, that not everyone agrees with, but maybe I should save that for another video, because I probably triggered enough people. But anyways, guys, I hope this video helps you. You know, all in all, it's all about having the most power, the most speed, and the most technique. When you can get, you know, good on all three of those, you pretty much have it. But there is one more, and that goes beyond, you know, technique, and that's having the heart, you know, having the most heart, having the most desire to win, you know what I mean? Wanting to be the last man standing. Having heart is very important, just as important as anything else I mentioned, guys. So remember that in your fighting, you know. Strive to be the best. Have that heart, have that charisma inside of you, and you will be the best. So don't let haters talk shit. You know, I have people talk shit to me all the time. It doesn't faze me, because I have heart. I have the will to keep going and never give up. And I hope that you guys out there have that too. Never give up. Never let a hater bring you down, man. You know, all a hater is just a jealous fuck. That's all a hater is. They're just someone jealous someone insecure trying to bring you down so they can bring themselves up. That's all a hater is, man. Don't get it twisted, guys. So anyways, I hope this video helps, guys. God bless. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.